All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're going to be having another wonderful time. Systems for growth in business and wealth. Trust your network is good from your own end, and we're ready for this training, ready for this session. Systems for growth in business and wealth. All right. As you join in, let me know where you are watching from. Let me know where you are watching from. Today will be a bit more interactive. As you join in, just let me know systems for growth in business and wealth. What are you expecting to learn? What are you expecting to learn in these systems for growth in business and wealth? What are you expecting to learn? What are you expecting to learn in these systems for growth in business and wealth? So as you join in, just let me know. What are you expecting to learn in these sessions? What are you expecting to learn? When you hear the word systems for business and growth, what comes to your mind? What are your expectations? What are your expectations? Just also put that in the comment section. Let me see. So let me know as you join in where you are watching from. Let us know where you are watching from, what state you are watching from, what state you are watching from. So let us know, let us know, let us know. So as you join in, let me know where are you watching from, where are you watching from. Let us know. Let us know the state you are watching from, or the city you are watching from, or where you are watching from. Put it on the comment section. Put it on the comment section. Systems for growth in business and wealth. Systems for growth in business and wealth. Systems for growth in business and wealth. So as you join in, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. Systems for growth in business and wealth. What are the things I need to know to grow in business and wealth? Is there a system for growing in business? Is there a system for growing in wealth? Of course, there is. Of course, there is a system for growing in business and wealth. There is a system I need to put in place to grow my business and my wealth. As you join in, just let me know where you are watching from, what state, what city. Put it on the comment section. Then I also want to know from every person joining in, what are your expectations today? Just put it on the comment section also. What are your expectations today? I'll wait for you to join in. What are your expectations? What are your expectations? Where you are joining from, put that also. From Benin City, let's see that. Where you are joining from, let's see that. Systems for growth in business and wealth. Systems for growth in business and wealth. Systems for growth in business and wealth. So as you join in, like I said, let me know on the comment section. I'm not seeing much. Just leave your comments there. Let's see. Watching from Ibadan, I think there's only one I'm seeing. We have 10 persons live. Just comment. Let's see where you are watching from. All right. Okay. Just let me know where you are watching from. What city, what state you are watching from. All right. From Abuja, from Ibadan. So when you hear the word systems for growth in business and wealth, what comes to your mind? Also put that on the comment section. What are you expecting to learn? What are you expecting to learn? Meg, what are you expecting to learn? Fortune, what are you expecting to learn? I think we have another. Isaac, what are you expecting to learn? So put it on the comment section. Let me see. What are you expecting to learn? What are you expecting to learn? So when you hear the word systems for growth in business and wealth, what is your expectation? That's simply what I'm asking you. What are your expectations? What are your expectations? Systems for growth in business and wealth. Also do well to share this video so that people can join in. Share this video so that people can join in. I'll wait a bit and we'll kick off. So systems for growth in business and wealth. Systems for growth in business and wealth. So let me know where you are joining in from, where you are watching from. Systems for growth in business and wealth. All right. Seems like a lot of you are shy or what? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what you are expecting to learn. When you hear systems for wealth in systems of growth or systems for growth in business and wealth, what are you expecting? What comes to your mind when you hear systems for growth? What comes to your mind? What are you expecting to learn? What are you expecting to learn when you hear systems for growth? Systems for growth. What are you expecting to learn? Put that on the comment section. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. If you have been following our sessions on Facebook, trust you have been getting so much value from it. We weren't live last week, Friday, but we're live again today. It's free, so you can share the video. Is free, so you can comment. Let's know what you're expecting to learn. All right, somebody finally. Precious, he says, I'm expecting to learn a practical method to increase visibility and attract more customers. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, when you hear systems for growth, okay, it's okay, no problem. Practical method to increase visibility and attract more customers. So visibility, that will be an aspect in business growth, will be marketing. Okay, no problem. What I'm simply asking is, when you hear a topic like this, systems for growth, what enters into your mind? Of course, we're not talking about systems in business. Neither are we talking about systems in wealth. We're talking about growth. The emphasis is on growth. Systems for growth. Systems for growth. All right, another person makes says, I expect to learn practicable ways to grow my business from the point it is now to where it should be. Aha, wonderful. That's what we're expecting to hear. All right. So regardless of wherever your business is, it can grow. So we're talking about systems for growth. Systems for growth in business and wealth. Systems for growth in business and wealth. All right. Keep sharing this video so that more persons join in. We're going to interact a bit more today. I'm expecting to learn practical, Doris said, I'm expecting to learn practical principles on how to grow in business and wealth. So emphasis, how to grow in business and wealth. Emphasis is how to grow in business and wealth. How to grow in business and wealth. How do I grow in my business? How do I grow in business? How do I grow in business? How do I grow in business? How do I grow also in wealth? I have 1 million naira. Is there a system for growing that amount of money? So basically, that's what we are dealing with today. So systems for growth in business and wealth. Systems for growth in business and wealth. Systems for growth in business and wealth. All right, I think we are good to go. One more person says, proving ways to sustain growth in business, online, and wealth. Okay. So far, so good. It seems like you guys understand what we're talking about now. Systems for growth in business and wealth. So, how do I grow my business? 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 I think, let's put it this way. How do I grow my business? Is that the same thing as growing in business? Technically, they are not the same thing. What we are dealing with today is systems for growth in business, and so regardless of what level you are in, this is how to grow. So I want to grow. So when you hear the word growth, I want to increase, I want to expand, I want to increase, I want to expand. So we are here. I want to take it bigger. I want to make it bigger. I want to make it stronger. I want to make it more effective. So you are growing. You are growing. When you hear the word systems, what comes to your mind? We are good to go. So as you get value, put it on the comment section. Let's know what you are learning, what you are getting. Is it helping? Is it informative? Is it helping you as a business owner, as an employee, whatsoever? Is the knowledge helping you in your business or in the business you work in? Let me know. So systems for growth. Why are systems important? First thing first, why are systems important? Because systems are very important, because a system helps for structure. When you have a system helps for structure. A system helps for improved efficiency. A system helps for structure. With a system, I would have a structure in place. I have a structure in place. I have a structure in place. This is the structure that I have. I want to, a system helps me to make better decisions. So I don't always make wrong decisions. I am able to make better decisions. I know, okay, this is actually what works. Instead of beating around the bush, this is what works. That's it. So a system helps for improved efficiency. A system helps for structure. A system helps for better decision making. So when you hear system, that's what should be on your mind. I think more persons are joining in. Yeah. So when you hear system, I think generally a layman definition of system is a complex whole, WHOLE, a complex whole. So you know there is many things working together. So when you say there is a system, we have been able to integrate different things together to say that this is it. We are integrating many things together and saying this is it, this is it, this is it. So you can't, so the use of the word system is a complex whole. We're integrating many things together, we're bringing many things together. So a system will give structure to a thing, because with a system you can now break it down easily. With a system you can break something down easily. So what are the systems for growth? So the emphasis in this training is on growth. How do I grow? I need to grow. So what emphasis is on growth, on growth, on growth, on growth. The emphasis is on growth. Don't forget, the emphasis is on growth. So the emphasis is not on how do I start a business. That's not what we're teaching on. We're talking about how do I start my business. We're not talking about how do I become wealthy. Will that be necessary? Will the systems for growth touch on those things? Surely, of course, if you are growing in something, it will surely be the how to. But the emphasis on a training like this is growth. So it's expected that, okay, you may have started something before, maybe you have started or failed, maybe you have not even started, but the emphasis is whatever I start or whatever I'm engaged in, I want it to grow. So how do I increase it? How do I get it bigger? How do I multiply? So the emphasis is growing, growth. Are we good? The emphasis is growing. Hope you are getting it so that we can be emphatic on what we are learning today. Systems to improve efficiency. Yeah. Systems help to improve efficiency, for structure, for better decision making. Okay. I think we are together. Also, feel free to leave it on the comment section. Comment the wisdom, the knowledge that you are getting in the comment section, and share this video for more persons to join in. We just have we are not much that are live right now. Keep sharing this video so that more persons can come in. Some people may have forgotten the time that we're going live today. So we said, how do I grow in business? How do I grow in wealth? What are the systems that will help me grow in business? What are the systems that will help me grow in wealth? Some persons will even want to put business and wealth together. Now, like I said earlier, there's a difference between systems for business and systems of growth in business. The same way there's a difference between systems for wealth or of wealth than systems of growth, because the emphasis today is on growth. Let me give you an example. One of the systems for wealth generally is that you must have a business. No person can ever build wealth without having a business, having a product or a service that they render. Are you seeing it? That's a system for wealth. You can't have wealth without a business. Either you are in a business or you have a business. So there is an entrepreneurship path to wealth. So that is a proven system for wealth. So you notice that 90% of the wealthiest people in the world are all executives, entrepreneurs. Are you getting it? Because that's a proven system for wealth. So a training like this is systems for growth in the business, systems for growth in wealth. So I give another example. A major system for wealth is not just business. Another major system for wealth is character. There's no wealthy person that does not have character. Character, we're talking about good behavior. No, they don't quit. You notice wealthy people will tell you what they have been through. You see that they have this, they don't give up, this fighting spirit, this tenacity. So you can see there's an attitude to them. There is this attitude they have, this character, this mentality. There is an attitude to wealthy people. So you notice that if you look at all wealthy persons, you see that this is it. So a system is very important. So is there a system for business? Yes. For example, a system for business is why you write a business plan. A system for business is why you write a business plan, a business model. In a business model, you list, I see those things that you are listing at in a business model, the 9-10 blocks for a business model, the same, all of those things, your value proposition, that's a system in building your business, in starting your business. But what we are dealing with today is growth. I'm repeating it again and again, is growth. Is growth. So are there systems for growing the business? Yes. Are there systems for growing in wealth? Yes. So emphasis is growing. I'll repeat it again. Emphasis is growing. Emphasis is growing. Emphasis is growing. All right. So, and this growth will affect the different systems of business. This growth will affect different systems of wealth. Beautiful. Hope you are following. So systems for growth is our emphasis today. Systems for growth, systems for growth. Now, this is going to be one of the most important trainings or wisdom you have ever gotten in your life as it relates to growth, because these are time proving systems for growth. Now it can even help you in even growing in life generally. Growing in life generally. So, but we are tailoring it to business and wealth. So these systems of growth will help me in business, will help me in wealth. These systems of growth will help me in business, and it will also help me in wealth. So let's start with wealth. For example, a major system for growth in wealth will be this: knowledge. Right, write it down. Number one, knowledge. A major system for growth in wealth will be knowledge. Financial knowledge, wealth knowledge. How wise are you? How open are you to knowledge? It's a system, regardless of where you are. I have 1 million naira. I want to make it 10 million naira. I need to know something. I need to know something. I have 100,000. How do I make it 1 million naira? I need to know something. Knowledge. Knowledge is very important. Knowledge is very important. Knowledge is very important. Knowledge is very, very important. What do I know? What do I know? For example, most people feel like if I want to make money, all I need to do is just have high income. If I have, take for example, 200,000 entering my hand every month. Kai, I'm on my way to becoming wealthy. That's not true. You only have a high salary because if we look at your burnout ratio, when money enters your hand, what do you do with it? Now, most persons, 80% of their money, 80 to 90% of their money goes into expense. As they are making the money, they already have what they want to use it for. To pay bills, transport, all the different expenses people have. So you are basically making money for expense. So you can't talk about wealth like that. You are just managing, you are just living your life. So that's different from you're just living your life basically. You can't say that person is wealthy because he or she has 200,000. And many times the challenge with people who have high income, oil workers, people who work in hospitals, professionals, I mean, all of these people who earn millions every month, you see that also their expenses, they put their children in private universities, private schools, they end up spending at least 800,000 every month. The man is earning 1 million naira, the wife is earning money. They spend so much. That's not any so much money doesn't make somebody wealthy. That now what they are doing, we can call it they are not financially educated, because if all you use your money for is expenses, you will never be able to accumulate wealth. You will never be able to accumulate wealth if all you use your money for is what? Expenses. And that is the layman, in fact the everyday man on the street, that's basically all he thinks about. Ask somebody, why do you need to make money? Say, I need to buy this. Why do you need to make money? I need to get this. Why do you need to get money? So there is, right from where we were young, there is this poverty mentality that has been shaping into our brain, that you need money to get things. It's a lie. You don't need money to get things, because you can actually get things without money. What if I give it to you for free? Of course, some people hate things that are free. But saying you need money, no. And what I need a house. What if somebody gives you a house? Because some people actually became wealthy just by inheritance. They didn't do anything. They just inherited their parents' wealth. So we need to get some things right. So I need money to buy this. I need money to buy this. No, you don't really need money to buy anything. You need the thing. Can money buy things? Yes. Can money be used as a medium of exchange? Yes, money is a medium of exchange. But can I get things without money? Yes, I can get things without money. So money is among the means in which I can get things, but money is not the only way I can get things. I'll repeat that again. Can I get things without money? Yes. What if I dash you? People have gotten things that they didn't have money for. Yeah. Do I need money to get things? Yes. Do I need money to get things? No. Can I get things without money? Yes. Can I get things with money? Yes. Are you getting the point? So money is simply one of the ways I can get things. So money is a medium of exchange. Before money was created, how were people getting things? Actually, now you have been intelligent. Before fiat notes, before what we call currency, different currencies in different nations, before that was invented, how was people getting things? So money is simply a medium of exchange, a store of value. So money is, we are saying this currency, this is what we are using. So this amount. So there are different currencies, 10 naira, 20 naira, like that, different currencies, 50, 100, depending on the currency. Nigeria, we have even to 1,000 naira notes. So do I need money to get things? Yes. Can I get things without money? Also, yes. Did you get that? So these are very important systems. Very, very important systems. So one of the most important systems for growth in business and even in wealth, since we're dealing with wealth, is knowledge. Now, knowledge works for the both. Knowledge. How wise are you? How open to knowledge are you? How wise are you? How open to knowledge are you? You see, most people, I've heard people say things like, if it's by knowledge, everybody will be rich now. If it's by, because a lot of people know many things. What people call knowing many things is information. That I have a lot of information. doesn't mean that I'm wise. Wisdom is in application. Wisdom is in understanding. What are you able to produce? That I have an information means that I should be able to use that information. So if you have an information that you cannot use, it's obvious that it's just head knowledge. I say this often. See how wise people are on WhatsApp and see how wise people are in real life. Everybody's wise on WhatsApp status. Everybody is dropping wisdom that they are not using. That's what you call information. So it's one thing to have information or have data. It's another thing to actually be wise. So we're talking about systems for growth. One of the most important systems for growth in business or in wealth is knowledge. 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 There are certain things you know that will push your money from 100,000. Somebody who earns 100,000, for example, and wants to start growing in his wealth. Let's say all you earn is 100,000. So you already know that it's going to take a journey. It cannot be overnight. It's obviously impossible for it to be overnight. So what should that person do? The very first thing somebody with 100,000 should do is start knowing what it means to be wealthy. Start knowing what it means to be rich. Start, because rich and wealthy are not the same. We have a video you can check on our check for a video on our Facebook page. You see a video where we talk on wealth. So there's a difference between being rich and wealthy. But all of them is good. Everybody needs to be, at least, if you are not going to be wealthy, at least be rich. So it's important. Now, a major system for growth in business or wealth is knowledge. So let's say, I was giving an example earlier. Let's say you have 100,000 and you say, I want to grow my money. I want to be able to make more money. So basically that's it. So we won't use the word rich or wealthy yet, since the person just has 100,000, and that's what enters the person's hand every month. So we're talking about the individual's cash flow. Cash flow is two things: money coming in and money going out. Just like the word cash flow, how money flows in and how it flows out. If money flows out more than it flows in, sick and die. Because, and that's the state of most persons. As the money is entering, is going out. As the money is entering, so their cash flow is weak. Their cash flow is very poor. In fact, how you know a good business to invest in, you look at the cash flow, not just the account state, not just the income statement. You look at their cash flow statement. You look at their cash flow statement. So one of these live sessions, I'll teach you on cash flow. The focus will just be on cash flow. So before this month end, hopefully, maybe we'll teach on cash flow. Just be optimistic. All right. Now, so all I have is 100,000. I want to show you a practical step now. All I have is 100,000. The first thing that person needs to know is, I will remove 2,000 naira or 5,000 naira to watch videos online, to ask questions on Google. I mean, make sure I have data on my phone. Since if there are cheap courses, or if there's something online that I can get, I listen. Or just like this kind of free sessions now, I listen to it. But what the person needs is knowledge. So once the person gets that knowledge, one of such knowledge will be this: 100,000 every month. First thing to do, put money in percentages. I teach people this: put your money in percentages. That way you know what you are spending. Just like, for example, you can say 10-15% of all the money I get, I use it for generosity. Generosity, if you are a church person, you pay tithe. People who pay tithe. If you are a church person, you don't take tithe in your own ministry, your partnership, or depending on what religion you are in, everybody has a certain amount of money that they give to the institution that they believe in. So let's say you put 10-15% for generosity. Then you have 85% remaining. 15% for generosity, 85% remaining. Now, for most persons, 80% goes into expenses, so they are left with 5%. 5% is miscellaneous, so anything I like. That's already, again, the continuous cycle. So when you put your money in percentage, you realize that I can't be spending 80% of the money that I make. Because the reason why most people don't know is that as the money touches their hand, they're just spending. They are not mathematical. I always say this, that wealth is mathematical. Wealth is in the number. So arrange it down. 80% of this money. Wow. That's 80,000 naira. 80%. That's 80,000 naira is what I've spent on expense. You now realize that to spend it once, you notice that nobody will just take 80,000 once and use it like that. But you remove 5,000, you remove 10,000. You see, that's the pattern. You keep removing before you know you are left with 5k. Then you say, how did I now get 5k? That's how you got 5k, because you did not put your money in percentages. So percentages, this amount, for example, I do you can do 40% goes back into assets, investment, or making more money. Now, for someone that is just starting, the first thing is now they can't put money down for assets or investment, because 100,000 is too small an amount of money. So what you can do is now to start saving a portion. Start saving a portion. So knowledge. One of the first things to know what wealth means, know what riches mean. Know rich people. I mean, the knowledge you have, because are there things you can do with 500,000? Yes. Are there things you can do with 1 million? Yes. Are there things you can do? So, but 100, since I'm being practical with you guys, 100,000 is what I'm starting with. You can be saving a portion. So if you are saving 30,000 from that 100,000, say, how will I now eat? That's why you shouldn't be eating more than once in a day, because you have where you are going. It's called postponed gratification. So you eat once in a day because you don't have enough money to be eating 3 times a day. If you are going to, what we teach people, let me give you again a practical insight. Flowers are more filling and they are cheaper. Any of the flowers, bread, or any of those flowers. So if you, for example, you eat bread, just take bread in maybe around before the afternoon time, say from 10 to 12, you take bread, for example, because you know you have a routine. You take only bread, for example, bread or whatsoever, bread and water, bread and something cheap that won't take so much from your money. Then you eat one healthy meal per day. Make sure it's a proper balanced diet. One healthy meal per day. That's enough to survive, because nobody's going to be seeing your stomach as you are walking along the road. Nobody knows what you ate or what you did not eat, but ensure that you eat a healthy meal so that you don't now make money, then you are broken down in your health. So there's a system. Knowledge is going to be very important. So the first thing I can do is start saving money. That's also because I know that savings is important. But when it comes to multiplying wealth, savings is not how I multiply wealth. So at different phases, if I'm just starting, savings is going to be a pattern I would use. But if I already have enough money, I must move from savings to investment. I must move from savings to owning assets, instead of having 100 million savings and I have no net worth. Because again, when I was teaching you about the difference between rich and wealth, wealthy people focus on their net worth. Rich people focus on paycheck or money they come in. They think more about how much enters their hand every month. Why wealthy people think in terms of net worth. So a wealthy person doesn't just have money from their workplace, as it were a salary. A wealthy person has assets. A wealthy person has investments. Assets are things of worth. Liabilities are things that take money from you. So assets and liabilities. Assets are things that give you money. So wealthy people have assets that can easily be liquid, assets that generate cash. So there are assets that generate cash easily, and there are assets that don't generate cash easily. For example, land. It's not so easy to sell land. So land is not an asset that generates cash easily, because it will take you a month, 2 months, 3 months to sell off the land. So there are assets that generate cash easily. So those are the kind of assets. Then you talk about investment. Investment is owning sources of income with zero effort from you. So I have investment, I have ownership. There are two forms of investment. There's loan investment and ownership investment. Loan investment is the most popular type. when you hear people talk about return on investment, ROI, now that definition has been destroyed because people don't know what return on investment means. Return on investment is not only for loan, because loan kind of investment is somebody gave you 20 million and you are giving the person this amount, let's say 20% every month. So you are going to now give the person back their capital. That's a loan kind of investment. Now, ownership investment is that I use 50 million to buy into the company. So I now have 5% shares of the profit. And because I have 5% shares, when dividend is when the money is divided, the enterprise is divided into parts. So this is what I get from the enterprise, from the profit, dividend. So when they divide the profit in the business, this is what gets to me. So whether it's quarterly, for some businesses it's quarterly, some businesses not every month, so they do it quarterly. So it can be every 3 months, it can be every 4 months. So if it's every 4 months, that means 3 times in a year you get that. So that's also liquid because they'll pay it into your account or whatever designated account you put there. So that's another way of getting money easily. Now, but every person, you can't with 100,000 have investments and assets. So what should you do? When you begin to get knowledge, you know that, okay, this knowledge allows you for partnership. Now, are you noticing so many things I've been saying just inside knowledge? And we're just dealing with only one. Of course, we are going to continue this training again next week. Most people did not know how valuable this is because systems for growth, one of the systems for growth is just knowledge. I mean, knowledge. What do you know? What do you know about the starting phase? Remember, regardless of the phase you are in. So, like I said, if you are just in the starting phase, let's even use the poorest amount. Let's say what you are getting every month is 50,000. The first thing should be, do you know what it means to be rich and wealthy? I'm not talking about being ambitious, then you start getting angry with your employer or your employee. Once you know what it means to be rich and wealthy, you now know that wealth follows value. So how valuable am I in my workplace? So you will now spend more time to be more valuable, because if you are more valuable to the place you work, your salary will surely increase. We get rid of people who are not productive. I mean, indispensable people hardly ever lose their job, because if you remove them, everything will crumble. So if I leave this business, will I be missed? Will I be felt? Will my impact be felt? That's how I know I was indispensable. So once you become indispensable in a salary, for a salary earner, you keep earning more, because as your worth increase, you can tell your boss, look at what I bring to the table, sir. I don't know if my salary can be increased, and your salary will surely be increased if it's a good person you are working for, because he obviously can see what you are bringing to the table. But you're not bringing to the table, you are just expecting that your salary will keep increasing. No, you'll be replaced with somebody else that will take the same amount of money. So once your value increases, so a system for growth is knowledge. What do I know in those different stages? So if it's 50,000 I'm earning, for example, I still need knowledge. If it's 1 million I'm earning, I still need knowledge. If it's 100 million I get from all my sources of income, I still need knowledge, because that's how I will keep growing. So you notice when they say wealthy people are readers, not entirely true. A lot of people read and they are not wealthy. Is that wealthy people can interpret what they read. They can interpret the knowledge that they have, not just that they are reading. A lot of people read and they read junk. People read gossip on social media now. What are you reading is important. People read blogs that have no benefit to their lives. They just read what is trending online. So knowledge is one of the greatest and most important systems for growth. What do you know? What do you know about wealth? What do you know about wealth? What do you know? So 50,000, I've been practical with you guys. 50,000 is what you are earning. 5,000 from there should go into knowledge, or 3,000. An amount must be removed for you to be knowledgeable. And when that knowledge will you now start learning, okay, this is what I can do. I need to add a side hustle that won't affect. Let's say you are in a you earn a salary, for example. I need to have a side hustle, since I can't immediately increase my value. So I can start doing something by the side. I can start doing something by the side. That's the whole idea of a side hustle, and make sure you are a honorable person that doesn't now affect your efficiency in your business. Now, you can't do a side hustle for the exact same business that you are working in. You will get sacked for that. That means you are not a trusted person, because it could be that you are stealing their knowledge for your own side business. You can be sacked or arrested for that. So a side business that is totally different from where you are earning income. So a side hustle. Now, thanks to social media, thanks to the internet, thanks to technology, you can start leveraging technology. All of that is still in knowledge. You know that, okay, are there online business? Are there things I can do online? So are there things I can do for people online? Okay, you look at your strengths, your weaknesses. What are the things you normally like? What are the things you are normally good at? So knowledge is very important. What do you know? You know, people say things like make I enjoy my life. Now who get money, now they now get money to enjoy yourself. I beg I get money first. All these do this, do this, do this. I beg, if I get money, my life go set. If I, there's just a way people feel like once you have a lot of money, you are made. And that's again because of the financial illiteracy that we have a lot. Because having a lot of money doesn't make somebody rich or wealthy, because having a lot of money without financial knowledge is as simple as planning to lose the money. When you hear people say things like, that man used to have 30 million naira, but now he's poor. Why do you think he became poor? Because he didn't have knowledge. It's one thing to have a lot of money, or it's one to have seen a lot of money. I think every one of us that are watching this video live right now, you know somebody who have seen millions, but now they are poor. Now they are managing to survive. What do you think is the real problem? They didn't know what to do with the money. So we say this: 90% of all lottery winners all become poor. Why? Because immediately money entered their hand, the first thing they thought of was spending, because that's the poverty brain. Once money enters your hand, you need to spend. Once money enters your hand, you need to spend. No, once money enters your hand, you need to think about, how do I increase this? And you can't increase something without knowledge. Let me even ask, still talking about knowledge, do you have a financial goal? What's your financial goal? To have 2 iPhones? That's again poverty. It's a sick belief. What's your financial goal? To have 100 houses? No, now. What's your financial goal? You must have a financial goal, not just all your financial goal involves spending. You see, the brain, everything that my financial goal is that I'm able to buy. My financial goal is I'm able to spend. My financial. So there are people who make money. There are people who spend money. There are people who waste money. Now, in spending money, we can break the spending money. So people spend money for assets. Some people spend money for liability. Why some people, the way they spend money is, we call it, they waste money. They buy what they don't need. Impulse buying. They see something that they like on the street, they buy. They see anything they like. So they are not disciplined. So one major system for wealth is what? Knowledge. Another major system is discipline. So these are the two systems I want to just talk about today because of time. It's just 1 hour we have. Remember, knowledge and discipline. Discipline, because why are people eating? And these two works for wealth and business, so they both apply. I have a business. How disciplined am I? Because most people feel like an entrepreneur is somebody that started a business and is just making big money. No, most times entrepreneurs in the first 1 year hardly earn so much. Their workers earn more than them. After paying their workers, paying everybody, they get little amount of money, because their goal, they know that if this business kicks off and starts running, the money will keep coming in. Most people don't know this, that work in organization, that they earn more than their guy. If they, because they feel like, no, money is coming, money is coming in. They don't know that rent is going to be paid. The rent is not going to be paid once. Money should be removed every month, so that it doesn't put weight on the business. So there should be an amount that I saved monthly for rent. There's an amount that I saved for the day-to-day running, the utilities, the light bill, the waste bill. I mean, all the utilities in the office. So there's an amount that I set aside also for salary. So having removed all of that, you realize that most employees earn more than the entrepreneur. So entrepreneurship is work, is hard work, but does it pay? Yes. That's why not every person is built for entrepreneurship. Because let's even talk about how to sell. If we talk about systems in business, for example, marketing and sales is a system in business. But if you realize that if you want to grow, you must know how to sell. Are you saying again that you can't remove knowledge? So, what we tell people, instead of wondering, so how do I grow? 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 Focus on knowledge. Do you even know how to sell? Because you see that selling is still a product of knowledge. Do I know how to sell? Do I know how to sell? Do you know how to sell? Or you don't know how? Do you know how to sell? Now, imagine a business owner that does not know how to sell. I often tell people this: you have not exhausted all your friends, all the people you know. All you think of every time you wake up is online. Online. I need to go and sell online. I need to write to Facebook, write it on Instagram. Who is these people on Instagram that you want to sell to when all your friends, relations, all your acquaintances, none of them know what you do? You can't sell like that. You can't make money like that. Now that's not. You can't call that I'm making money. No. Every person that knows you should know what you do, and they should not patronize you because they are your friends. They should patronize you because you are valuable. So once you know you have value in your business, then you can now tell all your friends that no. See, if you give me your cloth, if I see your cloth for you, go fine. I sabi so cloth. So it not be just because hey, I be your friend. I mean, you are able to we talked last time on leveraging, so let me just use that word because the video is the last video before this, talking about leveraging relationships. So you can tell your friends, tell everybody you know, everybody in your sphere of contact. How many persons in your sphere of contact? I have made more money from my sphere of contact than I've made in any other paid advert or whatsoever. So you will make more if you leverage your sphere of contact. Or will bring people for me. You know me, I'm a very valuable person. What I said I'm going to do is what I'm going to do. I have integrity. You know that I take business seriously. Look at my track record. That's what we are talking about here. So you must know something. You must know something. So two systems for growth in business and wealth is knowledge and discipline. So we'll talk about those two today. Discipline. How disciplined are you? Are you getting value? All right. There's no entrepreneur that does not know how to sell. There's no business owner that does not know how to sell. So that's what I was saying there. I see back, I wrote it out. If you want to grow, focus on knowledge. Yeah, if you want to grow, focus on knowledge. Knowledge is very important. Nothing grows outside knowledge. So discipline. How disciplined are you? How disciplined are you in as an individual? We talk about a rich person knows how to replenish the spending. So the money that I'm spending, I'm able to replenish it. Because this money that you are spending, is it coming back to you? That's what poor people don't know. They're just spending money and the money does not come back. And the way it comes back again with the exact same amount that they are going to what? Spend. So if it's 100,000 and 80,000 for bills, so the next month is the same cycle. So they have an endless cycle of penury. As it's entering, the cycle continues. 100,000, 80,000 for all the expenses. 100,000, 80,000 for all the expenses. So that's not it. You must have a system that replenishes the spending. So 80,000 is what I spend. The next month, instead of any 100,000, what I now have is 120. What I now have is 150. What I now have is 200. That's what we're talking about. How do I grow that? You can't grow that without knowledge. So when you realize that the real challenge now is not that it's not just to read something. No, what you know is seen in what you do. What you know is seen in what you do. You can't know something and won't see it. The things I know about wealth is why I've been able to make money. Things I know about business, why I'm able to start one business, two business, three business. I mean, I started 3 businesses in 2 years. You must know something to be able to do that. You must know something, knowledge. This is how a business works. This is not how a business works. I mean, what do you know? So there's a lot to talk about in knowledge. There's also a lot to talk about in discipline. We've talked about that discipline is more important than motivation. Discipline is more important. Discipline is that determination. Discipline is that focus. You stay focused. You stay focused. You stay disciplined. You stay determined. This is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to do. So if you say that 50% is what you are going to use for expense, 50% is what you are going to use for expense, there is nothing that's going to make you use more than that. 60% is what you are going to use, so if you are still in your starting phase. So the issue is not the percentage. For those of you that were paying attention when I spoke about percentage, the issue is not the percentage. The issue is the amount that you are earning, because 20% of 100,000 is small. Well, what about 20% of 1 million? So if I increase the money, my net worth, if I increase my cash flow, I will now realize that the percentage was not the problem. It is the amount that I'm actually getting that is the problem. Are you following? So the percentage itself is not the problem. So it's how can somebody survive without making no? So instead of putting pressure on the percentage, put pressure to make more money. That's the discipline. So I'm disciplining myself that 50%, which is the proper thing we tell people. Smart people never spend more than 50% of your money for expenses. If not, you are going to die. You are going to keep suffering. You are going to keep living in penury. So ensure that you don't spend more than 50% of your money for expenses. Arrange in such a way. Say, that means I will have to trek sometimes. Yes. That means yes. And that's why you must now, because knowledge helps. What relationships do you have? Everybody you know in this life are all people that don't have sense. Everybody you know in this life, are you a honorable person? Do you honor people? Do you value people? Do you respect people? How do you treat people? People who treat people well have people in their life. Because if some people say, I've never gotten a gift before, how can, if you have never gotten a gift before, it's because one easy reason why I've never gotten a gift is that you are not a honorable person or a person of value in the life of people. You can't offer value to people and people not just say, thank you, take this, or manage this. Or there's no way you will offer value to people and you will not get gifts. It is impossible to offer value to people and you will not get gifts. I mean, those are even the kind of people you can say, I don't know if you can help me with this. And that's not an issue. 5,000 is not an issue for some persons. It may be an issue for you, but it may not be an issue for a lot of persons. Who have you offered value to? How do you relate with people? I'm not now saying now start having transactional relationship, that the reason why you are relating with this person because you want to take money from the person. The reason why you are relating with this person because you want to make money. That's not it. I mean, just be honorable, just be nice, just be kind. Just be kind. Just be kind. Just be kind. Be fair. Be loyal. Just be there for people. Show up when people need you. Sometimes it's one of the easiest way people get gifts. It's not just on their birthdays. People get gifts when it's also not their birthdays. So knowledge is very, very, very important. Discipline is also as essential. These are the two major systems for growth in business and wealth. Now, next week when we come again, I'll tell you some other systems, and I will start with discipline. Now, I took a lot of time to talk about knowledge. So you say, oh, what exact knowledge do I need to know? Our mothers told us that don't tell people your plan. That's a cycle of poverty. You see, nothing is more worse than knowledge, than false knowledge. Ignorance is not as horrible. I prefer to be ignorant than to have false knowledge. And what we have is false knowledge. We have a lot of false knowledge out there in the name of information. Say, don't tell anybody your dream. They will steal your dream. How can somebody steal your dream? I mean, the thing does not even make any sense. Say, because they are dream killers. What do you think is dream? What do you think is an idea? Say, because they can. See, how you know the idea is yours is execution. What makes an idea yours is your execution. Say I have this $1 million idea. There's nothing like $1 million idea. There's only a thing like $1 million execution. There's nothing like $1 million idea. Something as $1 million execution. That's your idea that you say you have. Have you typed it on Google before and see that other people have it? That idea that you have, type it on CAC website or where you register your business in Nigeria. You notice that that business idea that you thought was yours, somebody else had that idea. You are not the only person that have idea, because marketing involves you talking to people, sales involves you talking to people, networking involves talking to people. Then our mothers told us, don't talk to people, don't share your ideas with people. You must share your ideas. In fact, you can't have investors without sharing your ideas. So the issue is not sharing your ideas. The issue was how you shared your ideas. So there are a lot of false knowledge out there. Money does not grow on trees. What tree? Is it physical tree? But you know that if you actually want to be wealthy, you must have a tree system, because there should be many branches for your wealth. Money does not. So I think there's a lot of knowledge we can revisit. We have enough time next week, we'll still touch on it a little. So I'll just stop here because of time. If you have a question, I'll just take only one question. I'll take only one question, just one question. The fastest person to ask the question, and we'll take that question. Just one question to see if you heard everything I've been saying since. I'll just take one question, just one question. The fastest person to type it out. All right, let's go. We just have 2 more minutes before 1 p.m. and we'll be done. Fastest person to type their question. From all that I've been saying so far, I said some things that as a sharp individual, you should be able to ask a question from. All right. What are the knowledge to go for? All right, what are the knowledge to go for? Back at what are the knowledge to go for? What are the knowledge to go for? I just said it now. If it's business, for example, since we're talking about systems for growth in business, and where the knowledge you should be getting is knowledge of wealth. Knowledge you should be getting in business is knowledge for business. And stop listening to people that don't have track record. Don't stop listening to people that don't have results. So what knowledge should you go for? Knowledge of business, knowledge of wealth. Listen to industry experts or listen to people in your cycle, because we all may not be able to meet or know people that are industry experts, but at least we'll know people around us who are extremely successful. We know people around us who are wealthy. Ask them. I mean, pride is one of the greatest problems. Ask the person, what are you doing, sir? What are you doing? What are you? For example, we talked just now about knowledge. Right opportunities, because opportunities, the same opportunity somebody has, same opportunity, and that everybody in life has opportunity, but most people are not able to maximize opportunities because they don't even know when opportunity comes. So knowledge is very broad. Knowledge in wealth, in different aspects, in making money, in maintaining money, in multiplying money. So are you seeing I'm breaking it down for you, Baka? So knowledge on how to make money, knowledge on how to spend money so that you are not wasting money, knowledge for how to make money is why you must have systems for making money. You must know how money is made. Knowledge for spending money is why you should live off a budget and percentages. Knowledge for investing money is why the knowledge of investment is greater than the investment itself. Knowledge for the proper assets to own. Now, you see, you can break it down. You can break it down into the different areas. Making money, knowledge on how to maintain or protect the money that you have made. That's why wealthy people have insurance. But instead of just having insurance, there are also other things you can do to protect your money. Can I? All right. I wanted to take only one question, but I'll do this as a favor to this brother. Promise Enoch. He says, "Thank you, sir, for the lesson. Can I create wealth through investing only and not through business?" Of course, that's if you have a lot of money. You have a lot of money now. Because of the current economy, it will be very hard for somebody to invest 1 million naira. But can I have an asset for 1 million naira? Yes, you can buy a land of 500, 1 million naira. But What we call investment is owning sources of income that requires zero effort from you. So can I have investment? Yes. Some people, in fact, you can get to a stage in your life where you don't need to have a business and you can sell off all your businesses and you have investment. That's what most wealthy people do. They sell off their business and they start investing in other people's businesses. So investment obviously brings money. So we tell people invest in businesses. So can I create wealth through investing only? Yes, but you must have a lot of money to start with. All right. God bless you all. Trust you got a lot of value from this training. Now we'll continue with this same training. So put it on the comment section. Let me know how much you were educated in this session. And if you don't follow us on Facebook, please do well to follow this Facebook page, Hardy Consultancy Limited. Follow our page. Share the video, let more persons know. So let more persons know. God bless you. See you all next week. Thank you.